Hey guys, it's ZD here, and I'm super excited to be going over something today that I know will transform your finances in every single way. What did you come into the coaching industry for? I know you want to make money. I know you want to contribute to people, you want to help people. But here's the thing that most coaches aren't just claiming and saying, and this is why they're blocked off financially. They're not claiming to themselves, I'm here because I want to make money too. I'm going to help, I'm going to contribute, I'm going to add value to you on this video. I know that. But also, you've got to take care of you, because if you take care of you and you take care of you financially, you can take care of others financially. But so many people are always like, I just want to contribute, I don't care about me. Well, coach for free then. But you wouldn't come to this video if that was the truth. You come to this video because you want to get better financially. And I have something that I know will help you today. It's what I call financial thermostat. It's a thermostat, a programming system inside your mind right now that is going unconsciously right now and you're not even aware of it. It's crazy, right? I always say, if you don't work on your financial thermostat and you go into a mastermind, let's just say, I know what's going to happen. You might have a 10K month, a 20K month, a 50K month. You might go there and have a successful launch, but you know what? Because your thermostat, you have a programming system inside your mind of what you unconsciously think you deserve. What are you going to do? You're going to sabotage. You're going to get rid of that money as fast as it came in. You're going to have this thing, and it's an operating system inside your mind. And every single person has it. I remember years and years ago, I used to live in an apartment building. And me and my wife, we put the thermostat, the room temperature in the room, I think it was about 20 degrees, 21, 22 degrees, something like that. And that was an automatic process. So you just lock it in, you put it on automatic, and this is what happens in the mind as well. So let's just say it's summertime, and then it goes up to 25 degrees, 30 degrees. It's so hot outside. What happens to this apartment? All of a sudden it starts to get hot. But because we have a thermostat, what tends to happen? An air conditioner automatically turns on and it lowers the temperature down to where you feel comfortable again. The same way in winter, when it started to go 18 degrees, 17 degrees, 16 degrees, what happens? The heaters kick on. All of a sudden, everything starts to warm up again, bringing us back to the comfort zone. How does this relate to your finances? Well, you right now have a governing system inside your mind, a thermostat, a program that is keeping you in the exact same position. So if I give you $20,000 right now, you come work with me and I help you with a sales strategy or launch strategy and I help you make money, I don't trust you with the money. Why? Because you have a thermostat. And you have to change this thermostat. We go over it, my events, my virtual events. If you haven't signed up to one of my events, please reach out to me and come. We spend a whole day working on your thermostat because it's not some simple thing to change. It's a really challenging thing to change, but that day teaches you exactly how to do it. And if you help it at that time and you change it, you can just start spiraling up forward. My finances never change until I understood this at a deep level. And I'm going to give you 3 ways to change it right now. But if you want to go deeper on it, please reach out to me and come to my event. We all have a ceiling roof where you will not allow yourself to go above. And if you go above, you will sabotage. You will throw the money away. You'll do something to get rid of the money. Then we have a floor, which is the part where you won't allow it to go below. Now, we got 2 different financial thermostats. We have an income financial thermostat. Let's just say you have a job, you make $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000, whatever it is. You're comfortable at making that. So we're not going to talk about income financial thermostats today. We're going to talk about net worth, or banked, I like to call it, financial thermostats. So we're not talking about property or anything like that. We're talking just what's in your bank account. What do you feel comfortable having in your bank account? So we have a floor and then we have a ceiling. Now, what's happening in the middle? We have the comfort zone. It's like the floor I'm in right now is keeping me stable in this room, and then the roof won't let me go above the roof. I'm locked into a 4 square room right now. That is what you are with money. So if we have, let's just say this, the ceiling, I'm just giving fair numbers right now. I hope it's more than this, but let's just say it's 20K. 20K is the ceiling, and then we have 10K is the floor. Now what happens is this is already programmed inside your mind. So let's just say your comfort zone is 15K. If I have 15K, I feel really, really good. But let's just say something happens. I'm sitting at 15K, you invest in a course, Maybe the course cost 10 grand. Well, do you know what? You pay 10 grand and all of a sudden what happens to the floor? Now I have 5K in my account. What's going to happen? I'm well below the threshold, which is 5K. So what am I going to do? My body's going to freak out and stress out because I've spent money. Have you ever done that? You've invested something, you had to pay a tax bill, you had to do, then all of a sudden you went below your threshold, the bottom floor. You started to freak out. It's one of the most stressful things in the world. What happened to the apartment I said before? The heater kicks on. The stress kicks on. It's hot. I need to find a way to get money in. You will freaking start going to eating cheap food. You will start saying really, really tight with your money because you will feel anxious inside. It's already a programmed system. So this is what happens when you go below it. But let's just say you start saving, you start getting ahead, and then you start going up to 15. Let's just say you go do a coaching program, you get 5K up front. I'm at 20K. Now I've got $20,000 in my bank account. How amazing is that? Oh my God, you tell your coach, I've got 20K in my bank account. I always go, cool, but we've got to work on this. But most people just go, you're amazing, just keep going. But it won't happen again the next month because it's a financial thermostat. So what happens when you have $20,000? Let's go on a holiday. You go to your husband. You go to your wife. Let's go on a holiday. Let's go to Gold Class movies. Let's go eat out more. Let's go get Uber Eats. And then you start spending. And this doesn't happen consciously. It doesn't always happen like your body goes, I want to get rid of it. It's an unconscious program. And this unconscious program starts to spend, then you start going down, and then you start getting into a habit of spending, and then all of a sudden you go down here, you wake up again, oh my God, I've only got 10K again, then you start saving up again, and then this is what people's bank accounts go like. This is it. This is the programming system that you have inside your mind right now. I remember I had a client. I started helping him make money and he was super successful and he was loving the whole process. And then he got on a call with me and he's like, Zach, I have this really big problem inside. And I'm like, what's going on? And he says, I just want to spend it on clothes. And I'm like, do you have enough clothes? And he's like, yeah, I don't even want to buy clothes. And I'm like, what's going on in your mind? And we unpacked it. He wanted to get rid of it because there's a part of him inside that believes at some level that he doesn't deserve to have more, that you have a limit of success. Well, that is bullshit. We are in this world, limitless. Into this world. We come out of our mum's womb and we are limitless. We are abundant, but something happened in our life that changed us. We started to believe other people. We started to believe our limitations. Well, we don't have any. But we started programming that by the media, social media, people around us. You can't do that. You can only do this. And all of a sudden we start programming into this person. This is who I am. And then I have a governing system. But what's the first step that could change everything? I can't remember what the exact statistics are, but if you win the lottery, most people that win the lottery, usually because that's why you win the lottery and you're well above your financial thermostat, and most of them are bankrupt and most of them are miserable, 5 to 10 years later. Why? Because they believe at some level they didn't deserve it, because they didn't work for it. I'm saying to you right now, if we understand you have a system inside your mind, we can change it. The first step is awareness. So how do I help people usually at my events and clients and things like that? I usually ask, whereabouts right now do you feel comfortable having in your bank account? Like, where does it feel like, oh, whatever? I usually ask people. Some people say $1,000. It's insane to me that people can be comfortable with that, but that's their programming system. So where do you feel comfortable inside your body? Write that number down. Where do you feel like, I'm not really rich, but I'm not really poor, but you just feel comfortable. You can do stuff, whatever. Where do you start feeling like you can do stuff? Like, oh my God, I can start spending, and you feel like that ease and flow to spend. That's where your ceiling will be. And where do you start freaking out? Where does anxiety start in your body when you start getting down to the number? Now you work out the floor, you work out the comfort zone, and you work out the ceiling. That's the first step. Awareness is the first step here. Isn't it good to realize? Most people don't even know they have this. They keep running the same program over and over again. This is awareness. We all have this thermostat with weight as well, right? I just got back from a 4-week holiday. I was the king of buffets. I was going to buffet. We just got breakfast at every place. I was so sick of buffets. You put a buffet in front of me right now, I've got to throw it away. I hate buffets right now. But you know what? Because I went above my threshold. And I think that's very healthy, especially in the health industry right now. It's good. If I'm overeating to a certain degree and I do it day after day, isn't it good to have a thermostat and say this isn't good enough? Most people just keep eating more food, and they just don't listen to that program, and all of a sudden they get overweight and they form a new system. But this happens with health. It happens in most things. Vibration, so many different things. We all have all these different thermostats. You have in your relationship. When you're feeling very lovey, and then you're not feeling lovey, you have a thermostat. So I'm saying to you, figure this stuff out. Number one is awareness. So if you figure out what the awareness is, the second step is, where do you want it to be next? Where do you want your floor to be next? So don't jump and say, oh, if it's at 10,000, you're like, I want my floor to be 100,000. Well, that's 10x times to where you are right now. I look at it like a ladder analogy with money. What is the next step financially? Maybe it's 15. We go up a ladder. Obviously, the ultimate goal is 100K, but let's just say we go up to 15. I want that to be the floor. So I'm going to give myself conscious stress when I go below 15,000. Conscious stress. Listen to me now. Not unconscious stress. This is how I've grown my wealth. I pretty much set myself up before 30 financially because I've done this process. I did well financially. I'd made this money, but I was very like this. Okay, now it's the 10 grand up. Now it's 20 grand up. Now it's 100 grand up. It's 500 grand. And then so on. And then I give myself conscious stress when I go below my floor. I will not settle for anything below my floor. None. If I go below my floor, whatever it is, even if it's a super high number, I will not allow myself to go there. Because it's a thermostat. It's a program. So I'm conscious of that program and I'm conditioning that program. The second thing is, where do I want it to be comfortable? But then I want you to eradicate this. And the hardest part about eradicating a ceiling is you are programmed in limiting beliefs. So if you don't clear the limiting beliefs up, because what's holding this ceiling together is your limiting beliefs and your self-worth. If you don't work on your self-worth and get a coach to help you with your self-worth the right way, then you're going to stay the same. It's really, really hard. I can tell you this is where your next thermostat is, but if you don't know how to clear the ceiling, it's going to be very hard. That's why come to one of my events. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We clear up all your limiting beliefs so you don't have this anymore. I can't tell you how many people, I remember I was on a webinar the other day and there was a lady that posted on there. I was teaching them about financial thermostat and she's like, what did she say? She said $55,000 or something. And when we first met, when I started coaching her, she's come to 2 of my events. Now she's got $55,000. When I met her, she didn't have any. She was making consistent money, but she wasn't saving it because of her thermostat. Now she has 55, 60,000, whatever it is now, because she's saved in a short period of time. So it doesn't take long, but we've worked a lot on the ceiling. And when you work a lot on the ceiling and you clear it the right way, it's gone. Boom! It's gone away. So that's the second thing. And then the third way is to program the system in. So clear the limiting beliefs and then create new habits around money. So if you're already aware that all of a sudden, when you have a certain amount of money, you go do something, we've got to be smarter with it. We've got to be conscious with money. Most people are not even conscious with money, and this is why they shoot themselves in the foot financially. Think about this for a second. If you don't get your finances sorted, if you don't understand this process that I'm telling you right now, just really think about this right now. What's the consequence? The consequences are you're going to keep living out the same life. Do you understand? When you have money, you can do anything. You are free. You can do what you want, with who you want, whatever you want. You can do whatever you literally want with money. That's why I'm so passionate about this subject, because I'm compared to the person I was when I didn't have money and I was living in scarcity. I didn't have like what I have, and then you do well financially, you're a completely different person because it takes self-worth and discipline to create wealth. It doesn't take, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, but you need to be disciplined. And I want you to be disciplined. This is all I hammer into my clients. That's why I have such super successful success stories. I've got a client that I've got a case study coming out soon, where I took a client in 3 months to $150,000 US. In 3 months. It's insane to me that people can transform. And guess what? Beforehand, she's done masterminds before. Our biggest month's been tiny compared to what we've done together. And what have we done? We've done the programming system here. So guys, if you have a coach right now and you're not working on this, I'm telling you, you'll be in the same position financially. You might have a lot more value inside and feel good about yourself or whatever it is, which is awesome. It's great value. But if you don't do this, your finances won't change. You need to get a money coach. That's why I do money coaching. If you want help with that, please reach out to me. Or even come to one of my events for a cheaper option and we train you around the stuff that I'm talking about. Guys, this is my message to you right now. I love doing these videos. We're going to go a lot deeper in the coming videos. But guys, subscribe to my channel, comment your biggest learning on this video, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.